Hi everybody, how are you doing? Welcome to the Warhammer Quest Adventurer Guild's video on how to host a game. In this video we're going to talk about the different definitions of a host, what it means to just host a game and have anybody join that you'd like, and actually being a host on the Discord server. In addition to that, we'll go through the individual steps necessary to set up a game, host a game, let everybody know that you're having a game, and have anybody join. The last thing that we'll discuss is being a host, and when you host a game has just a little bit of extra responsibility, and there's a little bit of house cleaning to do right after the game is over. So with all that being said, let's just jump right into it. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is define the differences between just hosting a game and what it means to actually be a host on the Discord server. Being a host on the Discord server just means that those guys, they're there to help anybody that has just joined the guild or any questions somebody might have, and those folks are agreeing to hopefully host at least 1 or 2 games a month so that we all have games to join. If you're just wanting to host a game, if you're a member and you just feel like hosting a game, there's 2 ways to actually do that. There are games that you say, well, on Saturday I'd like to host a game, and that's 3 days from now. And the other way is just an impromptu game. You sign on, you see that there's a whole bunch of people actually online, and you'd like to notify them like, hey guys, are you up for a game right now? So, to host a game that you know is going to happen a couple of days into the future, go to the Jobs channel input character to Jobs channel input template. Jobs channel input. Jobs channel input. Jobs channel input template. There we go. Go to the Jobs channel input template, copy paste, go back over to the Jobs channel and paste it in, and then simply fill it out. Type, there's 3 different types of games, of course. There's the regular board game. Characters go through at the end of the game, your character is done, you never play that character again, the person with the most gold wins. The most common way folks play is what I call a standard play adventure. That's where you can keep your character from adventure to adventure, move them up through the guild. So the third type of game that we have under game types would be the special missions game, or the full role play rules GM kind of game, where a GM takes their players through an adventure. Next, number of players. That's simply the number of players max you'd like to have. The game, the mod itself will hold about 8, I believe. When, obviously you'd put the day, the date, the time, and don't forget to put your time zone. Expected duration, usually 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours or so. New guild members welcome. What that means under new guild members welcome is that anybody can join your game from any level. Anybody can come in. The only time you wouldn't want that is if you have a game that's for level 4 or 5 characters, or maybe there's something specific story-wise where you at least have to have 1 character from some adventure before that is going on this particular adventure. So under host, of course, right here under host, obviously you would put your host name, that would be your name, and character requirements. If you didn't select yes here, new guild members welcome yes, you would say no, please see character requirements below, and under character requirements, that's where you're going to put, like, need to have a dwarf in this mission, or Sir Monet must run on this mission because this mission had something to do with the mission prior. Under completed, of course, you would put not yet. Players, nothing yet. That you'll do that after the game is over. And then the adventure, for adventure, go ahead and, if this is a regular adventure, where you roll to see what adventure you go on, simply put that you're using one from the core set, or that you're using an adventure from Little Monk's Ultimate Adventure Book. So you would just put core set, or you'd put UAB. So if you're wanting to start a spur-of-the-moment impromptu game, simply go to the Taverns channel, type in the @ symbol and HERE, at here. Everybody that is online that is a member of the guild will get your message. So you just type at here, hey guys, I've got the next 4 or 5 hours available. Is anybody up for a game? And that's it. You're good to go. So to go ahead and start your game, simply open up Steam. Go to your library, select Home, go to Tabletop Simulator, push play. Another window pops up, play again, play Tabletop Simulator. And your home screen is either to join or create. Obviously, we're going to create since we're hosting a game. So you click the Create button, go to Multiplayer. Here's where you can put in your server information, your host server information. Under server name, I suggest Warhammer Guild. Server password, whatever password you'd like to have, and then the max number of players. If you have 4 or 5 guys as your max number of players, I always like to add another seat or 2 at the table. Not necessarily for folks to play, but for anybody that would like to come and watch, they can come in and just watch the game as an observer. Go ahead and click Create Server. And this will open up a screen where you go to Workshop and then load the mod. So we have it, the name, of course, of the mod is Warhammer Quest Adventurers Guild. So you just click on it. It asks you if you want to load the game. Click Load. And then don't do anything. Just let the program do what it needs to do. If it's your first time loading the game, it might take a little while. You'll get a couple of errors here and there. Those are just models and different assets in the game that aren't loading up. Once it says loading complete, just click out of anything that was an error and go ahead and open the 3 tabs for the iPads. That loads up the websites inside the iPad. And that's it. Now your game's loaded up. So go back over to the Discord server, go to the Taverns channel, and in the Taverns channel, you can put in the name of the server, just put server : and then Warhammer Guild, and then put the password, 123, and then let people know what voice channel on the Discord server you plan on using. So say, for instance, room 1. Just put voice room 1. At that point, folks can join your game. You'll see them appear over here in the top right corner. As they appear, go ahead and click on their name and select Promote. You'll have a drop-down window that comes up, select Promote, and that allows that player now to go into their saved objects file in Tabletop Simulator and drag and drop whatever character they already have saved. If they don't already have a character saved, you can just roll up a character and start a character right away. The last thing to do if you're hosting a game, once your game is fully completed, there's a little bit of cleanup, a little bit of house cleanup to do. Go back into the jobs channel, find the job that you had posted, click on the job itself, click Edit Message, and then fill in what was needed to be completed once the job was finished, which is job status. Right here, you would say completed. Players, you would put the @ symbol, shift @ and then put the member's name, and then put who they were with. So for instance, you can say on this one, we have completed, successful, players @ Blacklight, and then put who they were with Sir Monet, @Everchosen, with his character Wilhelm, @Dat Orc Boss, with Rogerg. And then if you'd like, you can just put a little blurb about what happened, anything that was, monumental in the game. Sir Monet slayed a Minotaur in 1 blow. Under Adventure, go ahead and put the name of the adventure. If you didn't already have one up here specified and you rolled to see what your adventure was going to be, just simply put what the name of the adventure was and then put whether it was from the core set or if it was from Little Monk's Ultimate Adventure Book. Just put UAB. And that's it. You're all set. You've hosted a game. You've had players join your game. Everybody can see what game you played, what characters were in it, who was actually played in that game, and it makes it very easy to keep track of as your characters continue to advance through the guild. Thanks a lot, guys, and keep looking out for more videos. The next video we're going to do is how to get the mod. So if you're wanting to host a game, you might want to watch that video first. How to actually get the mod and then host a game. Thanks, guys.